Gabe Fields is a dominant athlete, helping surge the Central Indians football team to a 7-3 season in 2023 and a 4-0 start for the first time since 1986.
He loves to be out, whether it's on the field, on the track, on the court. He loves to be out on the field competing. He's one of those kids that, never wants to come out of a game. Not everybody has that competitive drive, and so that's been really fun to coach.
And his talents aren't going unnoticed. Before stepping foot on the grass field at Central High School, Fields' talent stood out to anyone watching during his middle school days, and his work ethic only grew with him.
He doesn't skip reps. He's pushing himself in weight. You can see it because he's drenched in sweat. He can hardly talk sometimes because he's so tired.
He's gotten so much attention that now Division I schools are contacting him, seeing if they can pull the hidden gem from St. Joseph.
When these coaches call and ask about Gabe, obviously, and they have the film, they can ask you about his vision and this and that. But what else do these coaches look for?
He doesn't skip reps. He's pushing himself in weight. You can see it because he's drenched in sweat. He can hardly talk sometimes because he's so tired.
St. Joseph has produced well-known athletes that have made it to the biggest stages, from NFL players such as Mike Rucker to NBA players such as Diego Bernard. For Fields, he can feel the excitement the community and those close to him have for his future.
Growing up, always going to the games and seeing those players that you would go watch. Like as a kid, I'd watch Diego, and then I'd be like, man, okay, like everybody's around him. And so when I get to high school, I really wasn't expecting it, but it just happened over time through showing up every day and just doing what you're supposed to do.
To get to the top, the journey requires not only a lot of hard work, but trust in yourself, teammates, and coaches. When it comes to Fields, not only does he have the skill sets, but the knowledge that he can't achieve this feat alone.
He's always trying to pick people up. I've never seen him point a finger. Learning how to be a great teammate is something that's going to go on and make you a great employee, a great husband, a great dad, and he has those attributes.
And just what does it mean to have someone that is not only so good and so humble, but also is very coachable and wants to learn new things?
There's been times in the past where maybe I wanted to get mad at Gabe, but it's hard to get mad at Gabe because he's so coachable, and he's the first one that knows when he made a mistake and he corrects it. And when he makes a play, that gets locked in up here, and he knows that he can do that same thing again.
But Fields' reach goes beyond the football field, and in fact, he's just like any other kid you'd see around St. Joseph.
Well, he's a normal teenager in most respects. He's so busy with his athletics and stuff. You got to it's hard to really get him in place to do things. But once I get him in place, he's always willing to help.
Fields' grandparents have played an important part in his life, helping and supporting him through his childhood. Having a relationship with his grandparents has been important to the upcoming senior, and their help in the recruitment process hasn't gone unnoticed.
They've helped me a lot, honestly. Every time I need to go somewhere to go away for a college visit, I'll be like, okay, hey, can we get in the car and go? They'll be like, yes, we'll go. So, just that mainly is just get me there, and just if I need questions, they help me answer them.
And John, I'll go to you now. Just kind of talk about that process of, going on some of these visits or going to some of these schools. Just what's that been like from your vantage point?
He's not just letting other people, he doesn't want other people to just make decisions for him. He's trying to make his own.
As mentioned, both of his grandparents have been idols in Fields' life, especially his Nana.
I love her a lot. The sporting events are good with her, going to her. I know there's some nights we lose, I come home, I'll see her, she'll just be like, what happened tonight, Gabe? I'll just be like, well, no. So I think it's easier to win now because if you don't win, Nana's gonna be mad about the game, but I know she loves me still, so that's what's most important.
Fields has always been given the option to express his feelings and desires, which rang true when selecting a high school. Despite having friends on the south side and north side, Central was his true calling.
To be in Central Indian, it's a big family, it's a big network. Everybody loves everybody. If you're doing a sport, you might have someone reach out to you and be like, hey, I want to help you.
Probably played an important part in your life too was Coach Trotter. Just what did Coach Trotter do for you and his belief in you?
He always gave me words of wisdom every day. Always asked questions to me, what I want to do with my future. He's helped me with recruitment a lot. He reaches out still to this day and just makes sure I'm good and making sure I'm making the right decisions for myself.
While schools like Iowa State, Baylor, Vanderbilt, and more are wanting Fields for his talent and classroom work, they'll be getting much more for their community.
It's hard to see Gabe not smiling. He's always smiling, even on stressful days. I have a 7-year-old, and he looks at Gabe kind of like the older brother. So he's talked a lot about our house.
I think everybody needs kindness, no matter what it is. You never know what someone else is going through, because not everybody's gonna say something about what they're going through on that certain day. So I think just being nice at all times just goes a long way.
For News Press Now, I'm Calvin Silvers.